Welcome back, everybody, to Mildly Bad Drivers for double dosages of idiots in cars on a monthly basis, assuming there's not a whole bunch of overlap. We begin with number 19. I think he might be stuck. Cameraman didn't help. I mean, I don't know that a drone is going to be powerful enough to actually like pick up the car and move it elsewhere. Why does this look like a render or something? Maybe it's just because you're not used to seeing drone shots of people being stuck. Usually be someone on the side of the road filming this, but like I feel like there are bigger issues to worry about with all the times that he's coming very close. What if he actually makes it and just comes right out into oncoming traffic and gets hit? And he's almost got it. Oh, he's so close. I like how nobody has actually decided to maybe pull to the side of the road and offer a winch. I'm sure one of the many vehicles that's driven by here probably is equipped with a winch that would be able to help. But man, you know what? Maybe he's actually not trying to get out after all. His whole plan was just to like do some Tony Hawk's Pro Skating, but in a car. I'm super impressed that this person just had a drone and followed the action here the whole way through. Like, that's dedication. I wonder if the truck, like, if the person with the drone is part of, was in that car with the truck driver and was like, hey, let me get out and film this as you're trying to do it. Or if the person in the drone, like, pulled to the side of the road and then the truck thought that they were getting help and then they just started filming. It's a Jeep thing. I'm glad that the guy, I'm glad that he pulled his punch there. Otherwise, YouTube might not have liked this terribly much. But it would appear that nobody was hurt in the making of this, even if somebody should potentially end up going to jail for it. For the sake of YouTube, it's fine, presumably. And really had to get to work, I guess, or something like that. I just feel like it's probably not worth holding your ground as the person with the sign. If the car is really dedicated to getting through, you're not going to stop it, and it is not worth your life. Mirrors are just decorative. Okay, I've never driven a big truck before, but there's got to be a point at which you hear something, you feel some feedback in the wheel. Like, you've got to know at some point that something has gone wrong, even if you've got your headphones in full blast, which you're not supposed to do when you're driving, truck or no truck. I don't know how it got that far. And some say he's still driving to this day, like pulling up the asphalt as he goes down the road. Anyway, probably stop driving if you're going to rip the axles off of your vehicle is a good choice. This driver definitely comes with built-in chaos mode. I feel like I've seen this before, and I don't know if it was because it was an Idiots in Cars or if it's just, well, because, obviously we've seen a lot of clips in our lives, but thanks, Kara, for rating. Oops. That's been a short-lived takeoff right there. You've joined us just in time to watch people doing stupid things in vehicles. It's very exciting. Yeah, the Viper deserved better, although having never driven a Viper, what I always hear is that they are difficult cars to control, especially the earlier generation cars. And I guess that appears to be the case here. I wonder if he knew he was being filmed and he's like, I got to do something cool for the camera. He's been watching me. He's probably a car enthusiast. And the guy had good intentions, just bad execution. Car cuts across police car, forcing it to crash to railings. Car cuts across That is like some Final Destination for the car. it looks like it stopped before it reached the cabin, but like how bad is it to, it's one thing to do that to any other car on the road. It's another thing to do that to a police car, which looks like it has its sirens on and is on its way to an emergency, and the person should have pulled over, or maybe what they're doing is they're actually pulling over, not realizing that they're just turning. They were just turning into that. Yeah, no, I don't think they were trying to pull to the side of the road. They were just straight up making a turn onto that street from the outside lane right into an oncoming police car. Well, yeah, that doesn't seem like it end well. What did I do? All right, let's see. What did you do? That person's in... I don't know if there's perhaps a lead up that wasn't shown before the clip started that caused this person to get angry. Is that their exhaust fumes? It appears to be their exhaust fumes. I don't blame you for trying to go around the person. I don't want to be sprayed with exhaust that's never been smogged ever before, and it's just spraying soot all over my car. I think he thought you were racing because he went into your lane. He went into your lane, and you went into his, and you started going quick. And he was like inspired by recent Formula One races. Speaking of which, holy frick! If you guys watch and you haven't seen the Australia race, oh my god, dude, that was quite a race. What a season opener. Anyway, I don't know what you did. I think he just didn't like the fact that you were going quicker than him. And that made his ego feel small, and he had to show that his pee-pee big, and he cannot be passed. So that would be my guess. Yes, Kara accidentally spoiled qualifying. She's like, "Did you see that?" At this point, if you had, I feel like spoilers are valid if it's been 2 days. So. Maybe no, just in case I won't do it back to you guys. But Car's like, "Did you see blank one?" And I'm like, "I was just about to watch this. What the heck?" So anyway, at least everyone from 2 to 20 was a little up in the air, bit of a mystery, but dude, what rain, chaos, bro, absolute chaos. Anyway, caught this on camera last year. Thought it belongs here. It's a 4-minute and 20-second video? Police pulled up after filming stopped and threw the book at him. Okay. What could possibly take 4 minutes and 20 seconds to film here? The van doing like bad passes? Or okay. He's trying. He's trying so hard to... He caught it. Looks like he didn't hurt anyone other than a bush. So there's that. Wait, is he able to like lose it on the next turn or something like that? Is he just driving crazily and you're following him? I just want to say, I don't know if following the person who's driving crazy is necessarily the best idea if they haven't run into anyone yet. Like taking on the police chase yourself is maybe a bit of an iffy idea. I'm seeing the preview. Why is he turn? Does he lose it again? He's lost it again. What's happening? Is it a stolen car? I don't understand. What are they doing? So I actually, this is topical for mildly bad drivers. I mentioned it in a Minecraft video, but since it's more related, a friend had their McLaren stolen. And the person was caught, but the person, like, they were just driving around in the car. It wasn't put onto a shipping container, exported to another continent. It was the person stole it and was just driving around. And I don't know if that's what this person is doing, but you'd think that if you stole something, I don't know, wouldn't want to drive like a complete idiot, be spinning the car all over the place. I don't even think this is not even drunkenness, right? This is something else entirely. What? What in the world? I like how the Moz is like, I'm out of here. It isn't worth it. I'm going to take another route. This guy, if I try to go by, my car is getting hit. What the heck is happening, bro? I'm too scared to hear what words are being exchanged, but having a moment right there. Okay. Well, I'm glad the police threw the book at him. That was strange. No need to scrape the ice off your windows. Did they do this because they literally couldn't see because their windshield was covered in ice? Honestly, that's about as good as it could have possibly turned out. It seems like they didn't get the cabin hit underneath the train or anything like that, but oh my. I don't understand if someone are they driving with noise canceling earbuds in, reaching down trying to find their phone to switch to the next track, not looking at the road, can't hear anything, just like, if the car keeps going forward, it's a road. What could possibly get in the way? They make these for cars. Nothing else should intersect. I don't know. I don't know. You know what's actually interesting, though? Someone says self-driving. I don't think that's the case here. But there is a potential future where we have to consider some of the videos on this being god-awful self-driving gone wrong. And I wonder at what point that we're going to cross into that threshold of like, was this just awful self-driving technology? Because everybody else driving on the road, we get to be the beta testers alongside the self-driving cars. I didn't sign up for this, but, we're going along with it, whether we like it or not. Yeah, I love being a guinea pig for something I didn't sign up for. Entitled BMW drivers. They're going to crash into each other. Yep. Well done. And the cars and coffee was no more at this location. I love doing burnouts in the middle of a parking lot with other traffic, like a truck that's just driving around doing its work. And good job. Good work, boys. You've lived up to the stereotype. This happens so slow. So crazy. Train crash. Hold on. Are the guys like just going to be they're just going to watch it happen? What the heck? There's no way this could have possibly been avoided. Good thing that the guy got up before his legs were crushed. I think what happened there is they had that deer in headlights moment of they were like, I think I can make it. I think I can make it. I think I can make it. Oh God, I can't make it. And then they just stop in front of the train. Well, yeah, fortunately you didn't take someone's legs off because that could have been significantly worse, but It is also fascinating, though, to see a train crossing that just, I assume they're going so slowly in the train because there's just no marking for this. This is a purely visual train crossing where you kind of just, the cars and the trains kind of coordinate it themselves. So extra speed would be bad. So driver pulls out in front of me from a dead stop. Totaled my car. Incredibly annoying situation. Oh, yeah, this one. We saw this one on Idiots in Cars. But it's a good repost to the other subreddit. This was the one that on Idiots in Cars I was like, I can't confirm that the person who drives by afterwards in the right lane wasn't sort of next to you, but I do think you could have avoided it. And I still stand by that. Main character driver. At least they're quick on the reverse here. They're just going to expect that someone's going to let them in. Man, red car. I mean, I get it. I don't know how prevalent the guns in your area are in this area, but he just, you know what? I get it. I probably would be like, it's not worth letting this guy hit me. They already were willing to do this, so I don't want them to sideswipe my car trying to get back into lane. But also, you so want to hold the line at that point and be like, no, you get to reverse all the way back to the end of that string of lights in the distance. You don't get to cut in here. You don't get to profit off of your stupid decisions, except you did get to profit. What semi? I can see the few pixels here. It looks like a pixel has just dived out in front of another pixel and gotten thrown into a few other pixels on the side of the pixel highway. I do think, especially in the snow, you would want to make sure you're giving a good amount of gap because the braking power on a gigantic truck is going to be reduced even further when the road is entirely slippery. So probably don't do that. On today's episode of How Not to Enter a Highway, she stopped on the on-ramp with plenty of on-ramp ahead of her to keep driving and merge appropriately. Oh, God, no. Oh, this is going to be my freaking nightmare, isn't it? Oh, my God. God! God! Why do people not press the gas when they're getting on the highway? Why is this a thing? Accelerate to get on the highway. God, you have a lane. You had a lead up. You don't need to merge yet. There's more lane. What are you doing? God. Oh, I'm so mad. It is a majority of cars that I am behind getting onto the highway. Average speed, 45 miles an hour when getting onto a perfectly clear highway where most of the cars are traveling 70 miles an hour. 45 miles per hour at the merge point. Why? Not as bad as this. This is not the norm. 45 miles per hour. You have no excuse. It's a downhill onto the highway. You have a modern car. Sure, it might have 150 horsepower. That is plenty on the downhill on-ramp to get up to 65 miles an hour. There's one on-ramp that's the closest one to my house. And it's like, it's a long one, dude. It goes like over and makes an S over the highway and then goes downhill onto the thing. These people have a quarter mile to get up to speed. And they still are going 45 miles per hour when they get to the highway. Oh, my God, dude. Use the gas. Jesus, it's so freaking front. Sorry. Mildly good drivers? Small car driving license exam in Japan, where the latest statistics on the accident rate in Japan recorded 2% for the year 2024, according to Japanese organizations. I don't know what a 2% accident rate means. Does that mean that 2% of vehicles end up in a collision each year? Because that sounds like a lot, actually. 1 in 50 cars end up getting into a collision? I would hope it's like, if that's a good rate, like what is it here? That sounds all, I don't know what 2% is in reference to. But yeah, that's a cool little test right there. I will say doing a reverse through a really, really narrow thing like that around a curve is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. I've never had to do like super long reverse. This might be sped up. It looks like, yeah, it's sped up. You can see the guys walking like blah, 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 blah. So if this was in real time, I'd be like pretty darn impressed. But yeah, it's not the easiest thing to reverse through like a windy kind of deal. So, anyway, I mean, let's be honest. Japan is just built different. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Mildly good drivers indeed. Mildly bad driver? Question mark? Back to back? He definitely didn't expect that. I love just driving in the middle of the road. You know, definitely no cars could possibly be coming the other way that would want to, I don't know, be using their lane. I don't know why you seem to be verging like dangerously into the oncoming lane along with this guy. What? I get it. Okay, you're trying to pass now at this point. That's good. Is it? I am on the side. I'm on the side of the car with the camera there. This feels like the extreme version of LA roads when it can just go from fine to like potholes all over the place. And you're just like, oh God, why is this a real road? And you try to slow down, but then you, I'm sorry, man. That's insane. This should not be a thing. There need to be like 100 signs on the way to this. I don't blame. First off, the person in front of you is driving like an idiot. I don't know if they're like trying to block you so that you don't do what you ended up doing, but this is crazy. This is crazy. It's like a perfectly fine road, and then it's just no more. I would have been done. It would have been over for me. My life would have flashed before my eyes. It would have been like, that's it for my car. That's gone, dude. Oh my God. Just instant rally car course. Bro. That's insane. Oh my God. I'm never gonna like, I'm never gonna be mad at LA roads again, because at least this doesn't happen. I guess you guys are catching like a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit somewhere, but you're on this wide road. You're like, why is it saying 10 miles an hour? Is there a school zone or something? Holy frick. I mean, if we had higher resolution, if we were there, maybe we could see, is it more obvious? That's still crazy. There's no way. Not a video, but do you agree? People who can afford tickets and NASCAR qualifiers, active passing at 5 to 10 over the speed limit posted, speed limit drivers. I actually completely disagree with this assessment. In LA, this could be a variety. Some people going fast, but also other people who are just like, I'd like to be in the fast lane. Regardless of my speed, I'm going to be here. This lane is generally more of a passing lane, which is interesting. I'll generally be in the 2 lane and trying to generally go with the flow and you know, that way if people do want to go faster, you can pass me in that lane. That's how it's supposed to be, but a lot of people do not abide by that. This over here is sometimes really fast, but often you get merging traffic, so it's going to end up slower. However, the thing that is annoying is on roads that are like bad surfaced in the right lane, this will actually be the fast lane. Now, I don't know if it's because of the bad surface or it might. I feel like most people don't care about a bad road surface for the most part. It's for some reason on a lot of roads that are 2-lane, no shoulder, this will be the fast lane. The left lane will not be. It's weird. Anyway, it's just inverted. You love to see it. Convenient cop. Not a spoiler. I didn't want to know this in advance. Their entire life has just flashed before their eyes. I don't know if they were intentionally running the red light. They weren't paying attention. They're like, I'm about to hit someone. Oh, it's a cop. How does the cop do? Are they going to loop around and then they're like, maybe they're not going to pull me over. Maybe they're just going to make their left turn and go about their day. I'm going to start oh, God damn it. They're coming to me. Frick. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I kind of deserve that one. That one's on me. Mm-hmm. And the top for the last month, even the Amish aren't above it. I think I've seen this. I think I've just generally seen this on the internet, if it's what I think it is. Yes. This is the craziest thing. I mean, this is 2021, so must have made the rounds a million times, but it's like straight up carriage drifting, bro. This is the cleanest drift. This is one of the cleanest drifts I've ever seen. If it weren't for the stupid bit of hay or bush on the side of the road, it caught a little bit right there. It caught a little bit, but it would have been so clean otherwise. What caused this to happen? Are the horses spooked? Or did the guy, like, driving the carriage, did he want this to happen? Was he planning on this? Did he know? Does he have a handbrake next to him that he can somehow, like, cause the wheels to lock a little bit as it's going into the corner and he can get a little sideways? Bro, the sparks are insane. It's got to be one of the greatest videos of all time. All right. Mildly bad riders. I don't know what that would be. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you've enjoyed the last month of mildly bad drivers and carriage controllers. Make sure to like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.